Okay, hi there traders and welcome to Trade the Structure. So I just managed to get some live trading recorded. So this was recorded earlier. I've got a couple of trades I placed on, a short and then a long. And you'll see the first one I'm just kicking off now. Just sold 5 contracts, just looking for a move down. Now what I'll do as we go through it, I'll just explain through, just talk over the action, and then we'll just have a bit of a chat, the reasoning behind it and why I may have stayed in, why I may have cut it, and what I'm actually looking for. So this first trade here, you can obviously see that traded short off that resistance zone. You can see the resistance up the top there in light blue. Just traded the 5 contracts down, and I'm just looking to peel some off. Okay, so the idea behind my trading is what I'm looking to do is once I get in the full amount, I look to try to edge out of the market as I go. Okay, and you can see I've just put in a buy limit on the short. Just further down, I might move that round. I've got another limit about 100 points below the entry, which is automatically placed when I place the order. And then I'll just manage that as I go. Okay, so they're just in there, they're ready to go. If it does spike down into that 2, I get 2 off. Okay, and I'm happy to lock that away, and I'll probably move my stop down, just tighten it up. Now I have actually tightened my stop up. I think I've just dropped that a bit because I'm in 2 minds whether it's actually going to roll over from that resistance, or we're going to sort of grind lower off there, drag in some sellers, and turn around and squeeze them back out on the run up. Okay, so as you can see, I've just decided that it's not looking too crash hot. I've just peeled some off, and then I think I've just closed out the last. Yeah, I've still got some going here. I've just peeled off 2, and I'll just close it. There you go. So just closed out the last 3 there. So that was the first trade. To be honest, I wasn't really too confident the way it was sort of hanging up there. It did push up. The markets are strong. We got this is the Hang Seng, so the Nikkei was actually strong. The SPY, which is the ASX 200 derivative, that was strong as well. So I wasn't too confident this wanted to roll over, especially after Friday night in the US. It was quite a strong session. So happy to close that, call a day. And I could always reassess it if it does go down. I'm going to get another opportunity to get short. Okay, but for now, I'd rather, if I think it's not going to go to plan, I'm looking for plan B. Okay, so you can see I've just marked it up there. Just to remind myself, that's your 2 legs down. What I'm really looking for is a bit of contraction, okay, in price, meaning that it's just going to consolidate those highs, potentially just contract, maybe drag in some sellers like myself before that don't want to get out and expect it's going to go right down, drag some in, and then that's the fuel to turn around and squeeze them back out on a rally. All right, so that's essentially what I'm looking for now. All right, so we'll see. We'll just fast forward to the next trade now. All right, you'll see I'm about to place a second trade here. You can see that actually I was right there. It's just drifted slightly lower off that resistance zone. But it's actually holding it, like it's showing some strength. So basically, all I'm trying to do is go with the trend, trying to get it, if we're getting into the pullbacks, which you'll see, that yellow line I forgot to mention before, this yellow line through here is the anchor to the uptrend. And the reason why I did the first trade was because I thought that it would actually pull back a bit deeper, potentially before running up, okay, before, a bit more of a constructive pullback, and then run straight back up. But as it's played out, that first trade didn't really go anywhere, made a few points on that. And now I'm into the long side because you can see that that's still, it's showing some strength. We've got another resistance zone above that. Okay, so I've just bought another 5, and what you'll see is me manage that trade, okay? So what I'm really trying to do in any one of my trades, if I get on the right side and you can feel it, and you sort of, you feel confident about it, and it continues to hold higher lows in this case, then all I'm trying to do is piece them out, okay? So I just put in a limit order there. So like I said, I put the first order in when I buy or sell with the stop loss and the full profit target there. And what I'll do is just put some partial exits in there just to start to play around with. I might leave them in there if it spikes. I might take them out. I might adjust them, okay? But at least I've got them there and ready on the chart. All right, so what you'll see here, I actually, we've got long. It's looking okay. It didn't really go on normal. I'm actually a bit concerned that it's just popped into the high and we're about to finish a 5-minute candle. So a lot of the times the market can pop through the high and then just pause and it can actually fall away from there. So I'm concerned that if we start to hover around here for too long, okay, we may just start to roll over back off that resistance, and we've just trapped some longs into play. Okay, so the first trade was ideally they were looking to trap some shorts, and now there is the potential where it has just popped up. It's got some longs in play on the breakout through that high, and it's just paused. Okay, so that's ideally what I'm a bit concerned about at the moment. So I decided to, you see just here, I think, there you go, just decided to close one out of the 5, and you'll see that I just start to, the longer it does nothing, the more concerned I'm getting that it might just continue to roll over. All right, so I don't want to leave too much profit on the table. You can leave a couple of runners, and that's the idea about doing, your contracts of 5. Just pieced out another one there. So there's now, I've got 3 remaining out of the 5, the original 5, locked away 2 for small gains, and then we'll see how it goes in the second half. So really, I'm just looking to manage that. Like I said, we just continue to watch, see how it goes as we get more data. Okay, it's all about, an extra candle here, an extra candle there. You can piece that together. You can start to gauge the strength or the weakness that could be coming in. Okay, if there's going to be weakness coming in, I might have to take a bit of a hit on the other 3. Okay, and I'm happy to raise my stop there. Just to tighten it up, because I feel like it's going to roll over from here. Essentially, we're going to get a little minor double top, and we're going to go through those lows, and we're going to go to a deeper, basically a deeper pullback. But if we don't, I shouldn't get tagged on my stop anyway, and we should be looking to continue to run to highs. Okay, we might be a bit grindy at the moment while the market still tries to make a decision. Okay, but then what you'll see is it start to, it does go sideways a bit, has a couple of red candles, a couple of green candles, and then it starts to lift off again. Okay, and I think I do piece out of another one soon. Yeah, so I think I'll piece out another one, and then I start to tighten up a bit more, and I try to leave the last one running as much as I can. All right, so we'll just fast forward a bit from here. Okay, you can see that the market's actually kicked on a bit from when we were just talking before. It's just gone sideways a bit. You see a couple of red candles. Now it's started to lift off. So it's held another higher low, and that's exactly what we want to see. And I think I just moved my stop up a bit there. So now we've moved it to break even. So really just managing the risk on the last 2. I feel that if it does start to come back here, then, so be it. And what I'll be looking for now is just to close out another one. I think that happens very soon. So it's just really, like I said, if it starts to pause too much, I don't think this trend up is as strong as what I feel. Okay, what I expect it should have been. And like I said, the market's extended. So yeah, just close out another one there. So I think we've only got one more to play around with. And then, so what I'm looking to do now is just widen it out a bit, give it a bit of room to move, and then just try to see how it goes and manage the risk as I go. I think in a moment I'll actually raise the risk here, and then we just go from there. Okay, so there you go. Just raise the risk level. So really just locking in a few more points on that last one there. And then we'll just see if, I'm looking for 2 things. I just want to see that continue to extend and, continue to drag in some more buys. Or if it starts to show a bit of a topping pattern, starts to get a bit heavy, and if it does spike down, okay, I've got my risk in there. I've got my stop loss. If it does start to go sideways a bit and I think it's going to get heavy and I can actually lock in a few more points, I will do that. Okay, so we'll just click forward now and we'll see how that last one played out. Okay, you can see it's getting a bit top heavy. I'm just playing around the different charts, just checking out the 5 minute, the 1 minute. The 5 minute looks like it's getting extended. And just remember, like I said before, the underlying index has gapped up quite a bit. Okay, so I don't want to sit around there trying to let this one think it's going to go to the moon, because we're already stretched. It's already an extended market. So I've got that in the back of my mind. If it's extended, it is going to be due for a pullback sooner or later. And as it played out, if you go look at the chart, it didn't. It just kept flushing lower and kept grinding up and grinding up. So right up until they have a break for an hour. Okay, and so right up until that hour break, it was just continuing to grind higher. So as it played out, I could have had another trade as after the pullback, but I was happy with my day. All right, so we see here, just closed out the last one, call it a day. You can see it was getting a bit wicky there, and remembering that 5 minute chart, remembering the underlying, okay, I was happy just to close it out and then lock away the final gain. And then, just see if anything else happened. But as it played out, I didn't really do anything else. So that was it for me. And then we'll just take a look at the results now. Okay, so there you go. Final result, only a small amount there on a small account. So yeah, it was only the 2 trades. First a short, 22.105, and then there's a 105 there. Bought some back at 86 and then 99. Closed it out, so that was the end of the first trade. And here's the second trade. Yeah, it was all up, hit it up at 148. Bought it at 148 and then edged out. You can see 59, 59 again, 64, 90, and 83. So all in all, it was a good little day. Small wins, they all add up. As long as you get on the right side, you can manage your risk. Now, today I wasn't too confident in the market because there was a massive gap up on the Hang Seng, and the Hang Seng can continue to grind higher, which makes going long very hard, and going short you can just get chopped up. So really, it's about going with the flow, which you did today. You went short, that didn't work out, so I was quick to jump out of that. and then had to go long, okay? Because if the market's not going to go down, it's continued to grind higher, and I feel that generally 9 times out of 10, it continues to grind up into the session close. So I'm happy to just continue to go, but I've got to be wary that the market's not going to just smash lower, just to clear out some buys and then turn around and edge its way back up again. So that's why take more of a scalping mentality for the day, okay, rather than expect to see another trend, okay, like we saw on Friday. Anyway, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and we'll speak to you again soon.